Hi! In this video I'll be celebrating May the 4th by creating a build for the fans, including some micro spaceships and a bunch of illegal techniques. The dark side is strong, my friend. Da 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 da. I'm singing the theme song to avoid copyright. Are you liking my new look? Because I'm liking it very much. My name is TJ and I'm on a journey to make a habitat for every single month of the year. And this video will be all about Cinco de May the 4th in, well, obviously May. At first I was going to dedicate this video to the Mexican holiday Cinco de Mayo, but I just didn't have the right minifigures and parts to truly make a Mexican fiesta. I mean, look at this. This is just embarrassing. That pink thing on his head is supposed to be a sombrero. What even is this? So I've decided to keep Cinco de Mayo for next year and celebrate Star Wars Day instead, because that's what May the 4th is. It comes from May the Force be with you, May the 4th be with you. Get it? I know, it's not much of an official holiday, but I wanted to celebrate it nonetheless. But what am I going to build to celebrate this? I could of course just make a Star Wars habitat, but that's been done so many times before, and my knowledge of the Star Wars universe isn't vast enough to come up with something new. So instead, I'll be celebrating the Star Wars fans, without whom May the 4th wouldn't even be possible. And I've got the perfect minifigure to represent the Star Wars fan. Look, he's even wearing a Star Wars shirt. If Star Wars was about a pug in space. It's close enough, it's the spirit that counts. We'll be building this little guy a geek room to dream of. First, the walls and floor. I was doubting a long time whether to make it white, black or bright red, but ultimately decided to go with grey, because grey really seems to be LEGO Star Wars' favorite color. I once helped a friend build an AT-AT and felt all the joy being sucked out of my soul with the amount of colorless grey parts that were on the table. So grey will be perfect. I'll separate the floor from the wall with this line of dark grey bricks. Just don't mind this snot brick here. I didn't have the right bricks to create a complete line, and I'll cover these studs up later, so no worries. I made the wall by using a mix of normal light grey bricks and light grey masonry bricks. That gives the wall some extra texture. I also incorporated some white modern windows at one side. I offset them a little bit by using jumper plates at the bottom and this illegal technique at the top. Illegal techniques are when you use LEGO in a way that it's not entirely intended for, and that's what I did here, as these windows aren't actually connected on top here, and I just pretend that they are. This makes them very flimsy though, so gotta be careful. Let's get some furniture in here. Of course we need to provide him with a computer so he can stay updated with all the news that we'll be releasing on May the 4th. I constructed the computer using this white clip piece as the computer's foot. Then I clipped this modified bar handle plate onto it, and then also attached this white tile onto that. But I know what you're all thinking. How is this a computer? A computer screen isn't white, and that's where another illegal technique comes into play. I'll create my own sticker. Well, I just printed the Star Wars logo and I'm going to glue it to the tile, basically ruining it forever. Guess I'll find out at the end of the year if this ever comes off or not, but for now, this looks great. I also added this printed keyboard tile to go with it, and now it fully looks like a computer. Now, where do we place this? Needless to say, we can't put it on the ground and it would function just the same. I'm sure there's some people out there who do this, but I want my guy to have some furniture. So I'll build him this basic black IKEA desk and desk chair and put them in front of the window. I also added this black jumper plate to the desk so we can place the computer in the middle. What can I say? I'm a fan of perfection. And if the computer was not in the middle the entire time, it would have bothered me so much. Just like this keyboard that keeps falling off. I know I could fix this by just putting it on some studs, but I'm too lazy, so I'll simply use the force to keep it in place, okay? Of course, we also need to build an IKEA display case, because is a geek room even a geek room without a display case? I thought not. I've got a lot of options when it comes to the design of this display case, so let me take you through them as if it were an infomercial for IKEA. I'll quickly change it to a more appropriate outfit. IKEA better be paying me for this free ad. Let's go! Fitzhugh, Kallax, Fjalbo and Yonaxel are all display cases that will satisfy your display needs. Let me take you through them one by one and give you some explanations. I'll start with Fitzhugh! This black display case is built with black plates, this window piece at both sides and jumper plates in the middle. Repeat, finish, et voila. Pure perfection. a must-have.
My precious.
Next we've got Kallax, only built with the finest recycled materials, such as this black plate, mostly used in minifigure blind bags, and these bricks, mostly used in, well, every set ever made. Can you smell the possibilities? Now for the people who need a break from the black, we've got Fjallba, the industrial wood goddess of display cases. Made with tan plates to represent wood, connected with tan tiles, built up with black window pieces, topped off with jumper plates and studs below. Wow! What a piece! An absolute beauty that adds a natural wood tone to your concrete dungeon. And last but not least, we've got Yonaxel! A case that satisfies all you geeks who crave the dark side. As this case is completely illegal, made with white tiles that are just forcefully wedged between the studs of this long white plate. Repeat this 3 times and add another white plate for extra unlawfulness, et voila. I'm sorry, it's a bit dirty and old. I tried to get it off without much success. Let's continue. The most criminally offensive display case. Don't you just love how dirty it is? But please, don't call the cops. I'm too young to go to jail. But here we have it. 4 display cases to choose from. I think I'll go with this one as it fits in with the interior the best. I couldn't use it to cover up these studs as it didn't fit quite right, but it did fit perfectly into this corner here. I'll have to find something else to cover this up with, but let's first decorate this case. First of all, I violently decapitated this clone trooper I had laying around, so I could use his helmet for display. I also added this blaster to the bottom and this red crystal next to the helmet. We can't pretend it's a kyber crystal. For those who do not know, that's the crystal that's inside lightsabers and gives them a certain color. And on top of this display case, I also put this very tiny build of the Millennium Falcon. I made this following a tutorial by Builder Family. I'll put the link down below so you can make it yourself. The tutorial was very easy to follow, but here are some highlights. The highlights were adding cheese slopes to both sides of this modified plate, turning this plate so this stud stays in place without being attached to something else, and this very illegal way of attaching one hook to another. I love it. The more illegal builds in this video, the better it seems. The display case looks amazing right there. The video doesn't do it justice as it looks quite dark, but trust me, it's amazing. Now we still need something to cover up these studs. I still have this leftover trooper body, so maybe we can use this. I first tried to give it a white head, but realized it was a glow-in-the-dark head, and this just looked incredibly scary. I don't think I'm ready for Halloween yet, so I gave it a black head instead to make it look like a mannequin and put it next to the closet as if it were a cosplay on display. You still see some studs, but by adding this grill piece, it just looked like a vent for the heating system or something similar, so that's fixed. I also made this very simple TIE fighter build with 2 round plates and a round brick, but couldn't fit it anywhere anymore, so in the trash it goes. So I guess this is it. My finished May the 4th build. Now we just have to connect it to our habitat stack. Don't look at the back of these. Avert your eyes! The horror! There we go. Another month finished. This one definitely looks more Star Wars-y than the others, but it looks nice in there, to be honest. It kinda looks like the longer I do this, the less colorful my builds become. But that's okay. Guess we'll have to make the next one extra colorful then. But with that, this video is done. I hope you enjoyed this habitat video. It's a bit different from previous ones, but hope it was entertaining nonetheless. Let me know in the comments if you are a Star Wars fan and would like to have this room or not, and tell me why as well. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and give this video a like. You can also find all my social media in the description if you want to keep up to date with what I'm doing. I will see you all in the next video. Bye!